During this time of the year, we can feel the collective energy and vibration shift and strengthen. Selfishness, self-centeredness, and hate slowly begin to die, and selfishness, kindness, thoughtfulness, and love begins to arise. I love this time of the year and the power of the holidays. But every once in a while, we may hear some of our Christian brothers and sisters say, keep Christ in Christmas, because other people may often express this time of the year otherwise, like Happy Hanukkah or Happy Holidays, or simply write Merry Xmas, maybe because their hands are tired. They've been wrapping up gifts and writing out cards to their loved ones. But let's keep in mind, many of our ancient ancestors associated December with death, because during the winter, in some parts of the world, it may have meant the death toward certain plants, vegetables, food that were very important for survival, or maybe it was severe weather that loved ones may have died due to the harsh, environment, extremes of the weather. The ancients also looked at this time of the year when the sun would die, the winter solstice, on December 21st to the 24th, and is born on the 25th, and reborn again or resurrected on the 25th of December, which is the light of the world. Like in scripture, it says, I am the light of the world, which makes sense of sun worship and people valuing the sun. It was a great symbol of the divine or source God. And if you really think about it, without the sun, there is no life. It brings food, warmth, and energy to humanity. I come to serve, not to be served, it says in scripture. It serves humanity. The sun sacrifices some of its own life, energy to serve humanity. If you look at the English language is a Germanic language. And the English word for the word sun, S-U-N, is spelled S-O-N-N-E in German. Son of God. No one owns the sun. It's God's sun. Although some of the elites may think they own it, they own the planet and the universe. The sun is the Son of God. God owns the sun. Maybe that's why some Christians worship on Sunday, where Jesus wore a crown or corona representing the sun rays of the light of the world from the heavens. God from the heavens to earth. Again, I am the light of the world. Many of the earliest civilizations like ancient Kemet in Africa consider this time of the year to be holy days that we call holidays. In the ancient world, there was no smartphones, social media, computers, television, and so on, as you already know. So people were more in tune with Mother Nature and the world around them. People often observed their environment, the planet, and watched the way things worked, especially observing the celestial phenomenons like Earth's relationship with the sun, or the heavens, the stars and the moon, and how it affected the planet and the four seasons. Maybe that's why we got four gospels, I don't know. But many worshipped the sun, S-U-N. It was a perfect and obvious, symbol for God because of the warmth, the life, the service towards humanity. And it becomes obvious that the gospel writers, through my own research, and you don't have to agree, adopted a lot of these ancient stories to create their own. From pagan mythology and demigods, they created their own to own the Godhead, to control a lot of the world and people, whether it be the Kemetic god Asar, the Greek god Dionysus, or the god Mithra from ancient Persia, or Mithras in Rome, to name a few. And I didn't even bring up Krishna from India. But these pagan myths all predate the time of Jesus, and a lot of these stories shared a virgin birth, a crucifixion story, a resurrection story, and a birth on December 25th, like Karu or Horus, sharing the same birthday as his father, Asar. What theologians today call mythology, that same mythology may have been their theology of their day. And who knows, 1,000 years, 2,000 years from now, our collective belief systems and theology may be viewed by a more advanced future civilization as mythology as well, which is humbling to think about. We often get conditioned to believe that the word myth is a lie, false, or not true. Although myths may not be full-on truth, mythologies contain truth and principle that can be transformative and helpful to the human condition. My whole point about this whole discussion is maybe we need to realize that not one religion carries the full-on truth, and all religions share similar truths, mythology, and principles that can be helpful towards humanity, which can soften our hearts, expand our minds to the unity consciousness and the greater good for humanity, and bring us back to that oneness of life. As stated, Jesus saying, I and my Father are one, which is, I and my soul are one. Everything is connected. There's no separation between me, you, and God, because there's no in between. The Zen master Thich Nhat Hanh once said, until there is peace between religions, there could be no peace in the world. So I would like to thank you guys for supporting Broader Lens Podcast. Say happy holidays. Wish all you guys a happy holidays and inner peace. And take what you like and leave the rest. I think part of this podcast is to help people know it's okay to think differently. You don't have to always agree. And we get taught in this world, if you don't think like me or act like me, you're against me. But it's okay to think differently. That's how we grow. That's how we understand and connect the dots for the greater good of humanity. So, like I said, take what you like, leave the rest. But I appreciate you guys, regardless of what you believe, what you call yourself, or what race you are, or where you come from. We're all one. Namastizzle.